You see, often in life we have is called a framing problem, and this framing bias or problem is something that you could be suffering from, and it is that often when we try to solve a problem or we're trying to find a solution to that problem, we have already a frame in mind. We already have this idea how things should be done. So what you can do to avoid or overcome this framing bias is try to break through that habit by going beyond the frame, going beyond what you know, knowing beyond the borders of what you know, and going beyond means finding new solutions, being inventive, being out of the box thinking, creative thinking, right? And what's also very important to mention is that the frame that you determine that you set up to solve a problem can shift from situation to situation, from time to time. But it's important to always keep in mind that framing that you're using, because it will determine what you're in. Let me give you an example. So imagine you have a shortage of employees, and the framing solution that you have is that can only be solved with finding people that stay there permanently. But you're framing it incorrectly. Perhaps you could look at it from a perspective of how can I solve this short term by hiring contractors that then can be hired longer term, right? So that's an example of how a framing bias gives you a decision-making tendency towards solving a problem with a solution with the information, with the frame that you have in mind. And your frame would that be, in that case, to hire only employees that will stay there for a longer time. So change your frame and find a new, better solution.